What if I told you the food you've trusted for decades, your daily eggs, might not be enough to protect your muscles anymore? And what's even more shocking, there's a food nobody's talking about that could work better. Think you're doing everything right for your health after 60? Think again. In today's video, we're diving into a nutrient-packed secret that's quietly outperforming eggs in muscle recovery and protein support, especially for older adults. 1. Why protein becomes non-negotiable after 60. Let's start with something most doctors don't explain clearly enough. After age 60, your body becomes significantly less efficient at building and maintaining muscle, even if you're eating the same amount of protein you always have. This decline is due to something called anabolic resistance. Basically, your muscles stop responding to protein the way they used to. You could be eating all the right things, yet still feel weak, fatigued, and unsteady on your feet. And muscle isn't just about vanity or physical strength. It's deeply tied to longevity, balance, mobility, and immune health. When muscle starts disappearing, independence often follows. It becomes harder to carry groceries, climb stairs, or even get up from a chair without using your hands. Let me tell you about George, a 72-year-old retired carpenter from Michigan. For most of his life, George was active, strong, and proud of his work. But in his late 60s, he noticed he was getting winded faster. Climbing stairs left him sore. His legs ached in the morning, and he started needing help lifting even moderate things around the house. His meals hadn't changed. Eggs for breakfast, a sandwich at lunch, and a hearty dinner. So what was going wrong? His doctor explained that while eggs were good, George simply wasn't absorbing enough protein to support his aging muscles. That's when he learned about a powerful, plant-based option that delivers more protein per gram and is easier for older bodies to absorb. George had no idea that what he was eating every morning wasn't a full answer, but what his doctor told him next, and the tiny green fix he discovered, might surprise you, too. We'll get to that in just a second. 2. The surprise contender, spirulina, the green super protein. So what's the mystery food? It's called spirulina, a type of blue-green algae. At first glance, it doesn't look like much. It comes in powder or capsules and has a deep green color that might make you think of pond scum. But this humble organism contains an astonishing 60 to 70% complete protein by weight, far more than eggs, which hover around 12 to 14%. But here's the kicker. Spirulina's protein is predigested, meaning your body doesn't have to work hard to absorb it. That's crucial for older adults whose digestion isn't as efficient as it once was. And let's not forget, spirulina isn't just high in protein. It's incredibly nutrient-dense. It contains all 9 essential amino acids, plus B vitamins, iron, magnesium, and powerful antioxidants. It's been studied by NASA for sustaining astronauts in space. That's how complete it is. Back to George. He began mixing just 1 teaspoon of spirulina powder into his morning smoothie with banana and almond milk. Within 3 weeks, he noticed a change. Less soreness, more energy. He wasn't huffing and puffing up the stairs anymore. His balance improved. His walks got longer. Was it magic? No, but it was biology, supported by the right kind of protein, finally getting absorbed. Have you ever even heard of spirulina before today? Type yes or no in the comments. I'm genuinely curious. I'll be reading what you say and replying to some of you below. 4. But what about eggs? Should you give them up? Eggs are not the enemy. In fact, they remain one of the most nutrient-dense foods you can eat, especially as you age. 1 large egg contains about 6 to 7 grams of high-quality protein, along with healthy fats, choline, which supports brain function, selenium, and even vitamin D. The point isn't to pit spirulina against eggs in a winner-takes-all showdown. It's about diversifying your protein sources, especially as your body's needs change after 60. Here's the problem with depending solely on eggs or any one food for protein. As we age, our digestive enzymes decline, making it harder to break down and utilize certain proteins. Some seniors also develop sensitivity to eggs over time, experiencing mild inflammation or gut discomfort without even realizing the cause. So instead of eliminating eggs, think of spirulina as your daily nutritional insurance. You don't need to replace your favorite egg breakfast. You simply complement it with something that's easier to digest, richer in nutrients per gram, and support your body in different ways. For example, scramble eggs with spinach and toast in the morning. Add spirulina powder to your midday smoothie. Or take a small spirulina capsule with your lunch. This combination gives you the best of both worlds. Traditional protein plus enhanced bioavailability from plant-based sources. It's like upgrading your tools. A hammer is great, but sometimes you need a power drill. Remember, muscle maintenance isn't about occasional fixes. It's about daily consistency and smarter choices. Eggs give you a strong start. Spirulina helps carry you through the day. So what's your breakfast routine these days? Do you still eat eggs regularly? Or have you tried switching things up? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to feature some answers in a future video. 5. How much spirulina is safe and effective? We're about to cover exactly how much spirulina is right for your age and body type, and some mistakes people make that actually cancel out the benefits. You don't want to miss this next part. One of the most common questions we hear from seniors is, how much spirulina should I take? Is it safe every day? Great question. And the good news is, for most healthy adults, spirulina is incredibly safe in small, consistent doses. Clinical research and global food studies suggest that 1 to 3 grams per day is both effective and well tolerated. To put that in perspective, 1 gram equals about 1/2 teaspoon of spirulina powder. 3 grams equals about 6 to 10 small capsules, depending on the brand. It's always best to start slow, maybe 1 gram per day, and see how your body responds. You can then increase gradually over a few weeks. And if you're wondering about taste, yes, spirulina powder can taste a bit earthy or sea-like, especially if added to plain water. But here are some easy tips to make it pleasant. Blend it with frozen banana, almond milk, and peanut butter. Stir into yogurt with honey and chia seeds. Mix into overnight oats with cinnamon and berries. Or go the easy route. Take a capsule with a meal and water. Important note, if you're taking blood thinners, have autoimmune issues, or are managing kidney conditions, talk to your doctor first. Spirulina is powerful, so it's best used with awareness, especially if you're on medications. And remember, spirulina is not a quick fix. It's not a protein shot. It's a slow burn ally, a daily low-dose support system that accumulates benefits over time. 6. A final word. Strength is a daily choice, not a number. In a moment, I'll share a final story that completely shifted how one man, at 66, reclaimed his strength after injury. But before we get there, take 2 seconds to hit that like button if any of this is resonating with you so far. It helps more people over 60 discover this life-changing info. There's something we don't say enough to older adults, especially in Western culture. You have more control over your strength than you've been told. Aging doesn't have to mean decline. Weakness doesn't have to mean helplessness. And losing muscle doesn't have to be just part of getting older. Your body is still listening to you. Every single day, your muscles are either rebuilding or breaking down, depending on how you feed them, move them, and rest them. Take Robert, 66, from Sydney. After knee injury, he slowed down, started skipping walks, ate less, thinking he was too old to bounce back. But after watching videos like this and speaking to his physiotherapist, he made 2 changes. Added daily spirulina with breakfast. Began light resistance training twice a week. 6 months later, he's stronger, walking longer, and says he feels 10 years younger. This story isn't rare. It's just rarely told. So today, I want you to ask yourself, have I accepted fatigue and weakness as normal? Or is there something I can change, something small like a scoop of spirulina, that could lead to something bigger? In the comments, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever tried spirulina? Do you rely on eggs as your main protein? What's your biggest challenge when it comes to staying strong after 60? Let's open up a real conversation, because knowledge is power, but shared knowledge is transformation. And if you found this video helpful, please give a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and consider sharing it with a loved one. Because staying strong after 60 isn't about chasing youth. It's about honoring the body you've built and giving it what it needs to carry you forward. Thank you for being here. Stay well, stay strong, and remember, your health story isn't over. You're just turning the page.